you don't have to struggle. I know that may seem really like a crazy statement, and it may seem unbelievable to you, depending on what's happening in your life or what you might see happening in the world, or the fear that you might have about what is going on in your life or in the world. But I'm telling you, you don't have to suffer. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to do any of that, because I created a plan that can take you out of that. And that doesn't seem possible until you hear more of what my life story was like and what I was able to do. Now, we all come into the world to develop something. We don't know what that's going to be. I did so many other things through my life earlier in my career that most people never knew about. And then I could never find myself. But then in 1988, I started changing. And then I started vocal coaching, which many people knew. And that became a worldwide business over years. It didn't make any sense to me why that was happening. However, later on, I said, I've got to change. Because see, doing all of that work, working with so many people, I discovered something else. I understood human development. I understood personalities. I understood everything by working with all of those folks. But another thing happened. I started downloading information from my higher self, Wilhelm, however we think of that, but it's another level of consciousness. And that seemed unbelievable. It was unbelievable to me as well. That's why I didn't tell a lot of people about it before. But I can no longer do that, because I know how valuable this work is and what it can do for someone, and how when more people do this work, we have a very different world. Because see, then you're not afraid. Then you're not doubting yourself. You're not judging yourself or others. You're loving yourself more. You're doing the kind of work that you want to do. You found your career. You found that right place. You found that great relationship, or you've healed the ones that you've been in, whatever it might be. That's what happens. So when you do this, you never have to suffer. You never have to struggle. Yes, things will be difficult. I still get things that I have to deal with, but I know how to do it now, because it's a practice. When you can use your consciousness to overcome the difficulties, then you have a very different life. And then you develop this skill that says, no matter what shows up, I know I can deal with it. And that's where I've come to, where I was this scared, frightened person for so many times in my life. I was insecure. I didn't have any confidence. And all of which people look at me now and said, that doesn't make sense. And I'm telling you, that's exactly how I live. But I am saying this now because I've opened up my 4 weeks to your best life. That's what you people probably know. And there are a few spots left, because I'm changing this. And I just want to be very clear about this. I have several people in the program that have paid a lot more money than what this is. And they're waiting for all of my other material to come in. And that's what I'm doing. So for a limited time, I opened up spaces, but they're just about gone. So I just want to give you this opportunity. I know I never cared about how much I was charging for this before, but I can't do that anymore, because I got to retire. I love working. I'm going to keep doing this, but I can't keep doing it, say, for this amount, because when I first developed it, I had to test it. I had to see, does this work? And when I saw what it did, wow. And the potential that it holds to make a better world, why would I hold that back? And then also, why would I hold back the money that I could command for this now that I know what it can do? Now I have the proven results. And now I want to kick back in my later years and have a good time. That's why I'm doing it. But no matter what, I want you to have the opportunity to come in now, because it will change your life. If you do this work, your life will be different. You will never look at yourself the same way again. I know that. I guarantee it, because I've seen it happen. Now, you're not going to be everything in that time. You'll have more options to continue on. But I know that with this, you will be changed. And if more people do this, we're going to have a very different world, because they're going to be happy. They're going to have what they want. They're not going to be fighting with others. They're not going to be angry. That's what happens. You move through all that old programming that had you believe that you were not enough. That's when you truly find your authentic self. That's when you live your best life. This work will take you there.
I haven't done anything like this.
It's increased the confidence that I had in myself.
Everything is better. I mean, every single aspect of my life. My income, the progress is just amazing. Like, you can see changes from week to week.
Introducing your last development program, Life Transformation for Success, the newest part of Roger Burnley's coaching series. In this 3-month online program, you will learn the mindset tools you need to dissolve the shame of your past, discover the gifts within you that make you important to the world, and get the confidence to rise above anything that stands between you and the life that you want.
Everything changed in my life. Everything. Every single thing.
It's time for you to reprogram your mind for success and become self-actualized. If you're ready to transform your life too, learn more at yourlastdevelopmentprogram.com today.